Oh, sad, sad day. Since my baby, she put me down. Whoop, whoop. That wasn't funny. Sad, sad day. Since my baby, she put me down. Yeah, you know my heart's been broken, and I'm about to lose my doggone mind. There we go, one more time. Woo! Well, it's not an exact science yet, but I figure I'll let that be the take. A couple of things went wrong, but I felt somewhat inspired. Anyway, yeah. People might ask, how you do that? By the way, check out my Scott Brenton cup. Well, really, the first thing you should ask is, why do you do that? Well, it probably started because, there's two things. I'm lazy, and I'm absent-minded. So, you know, probably at some gig, either I didn't have a slide, or I was just too lazy to go look for it. But I'd heard it done before. I cannot take credit with for inventing this new way of playing, and because I did hear Otis Rush do it. He did quite a great version of John Lee Hooker. Earl Hooker. Blues Indie Natural. Sound like slide. So, Otis recorded a version of that on Right Place, Wrong Time, where he didn't really, it was great. It was kick ass. But it sounded more, shall we say, normal. But I found I got this bootleg one time. Some guy had recorded with a cassette player at a show from, Antone's in Austin, and it was Otis Rush backed by a really great band. I believe Jimmy Vaughn was playing rhythm guitar, George Raines was on drums, and it was a bootleg cassette tape that a friend of mine had that I copied and never heard it since. But man, he did some of that stuff, and Otis really sounded like Earl Hooker playing the slide, and that was just mind-blowing to me at the time. So that's another way where I've managed to fill up my spare time. Back then, in between drinking beer and watching The Simpsons, I also tried to get that Otis Rush sound, or Earl Hooker via Otis Rush sound, I guess. And then I added my own stuff to it later with the same approach, where, I can, as you heard at the beginning, I'll bust out some Muddy Waters, use that approach to get his. What the hell am I playing? Oh, Muddy, yeah. Etc. And there's lots of great slide players, all play different. I recorded a song called Brandy on my CD Greaseland, where I was kind of going for a Hound Dog Taylor. It was like, woo! Whoops! So, and sometimes I would even do whole chords, play like, oh boy, I hope I can do this. This got kind of heavy strings on it. Mother. So, I guess I'll tell you the trick in a little while. So, and I've done the occasional Elmore James. It's not an exact science. And shit, man. Sometimes I'll even try and do something like Dwayne Hallman type licks on you. And yeah, texting me. All right. So, here's the secret. Oh, you waited a long time. Hopefully you got a fast forward function. Anyways, the secret to this, and oh, by the way, click on the ads that come up on my YouTube thing. Because when you click on them ads, I believe they send me a check. If you're too impatient to wait for that, you can just donate to my PayPal. Andersen at hotmail.com. But of course, I'm just doing this because, to stay in touch with the world at large. Oh, the secret. My bad. So, the secret will be revealed right after this. And here's the secret. Basically, what I do is I play everything a half step below whatever key I'm in. So, and then you just bend it up, everything, and just shake the living shit out of it. And that's how you do it. I mean, it requires a lot more willpower and conviction than it... What the hell? Oh, good. It requires a lot more willpower and conviction than it does brain power. It requires very little brain power at all. But you gotta use the force. And I mean that, And that's what you gotta use your ears too, because you gotta try and be like somewhat close to in tune, because basically, you're do as I say, not as I do. Because you got to be, like Homesick James told me one time, Youngblood, when you move your little finger, you got to know what key you in. Take that to heart. So basically, if you're doing a muddy thing in E, just play the damn thing in E flat, and just that's an E flat. Just bend it up. So, if you got nothing better to do, try that out. Or not. It's up to you. But, click on my ads. I think Jimmy and Leslie were hipping me to how I can make some money doing this. I'll be expecting a check for 47 cents anytime now. So, I don't know what to add.
Yes, master. Yes, master.
Hey, Rick. Hang on. I'm in the middle of making a YouTube clip here, man. Hey, say something to the people of YouTube.
To which people?
Come on.
The people on YouTube.
All right.
Shit, I watch YouTube all the time.
All right, that's good. Let me stop this fucker.